Hey everybody, it's your boy Wrath back at it again with another video. In this video I'm going to show you the right way to use Wattson. Many people on YouTube, even though they use Wattson good, they don't use her properly. Many people lose sight of what kind of legend she is, what she does, what situations she does best in, and a lot of them lose sight of the objective. I'm here to make things very simple for you. So let's just get on to these points. Point number 1. Remember what kind of legend Wattson is. Wattson is a defensive character, so you need to use her defensively. You need to play to your strengths and not overexpose yourself on the battlefield. I'm not saying that you can't push or try to get the 20 bomb. Just understand that you're not Pathfinder or Wraith. You can't grapple or phase out of the situation. You have to be practical and think about it logically. That is all for step number 1. The second step in using Wattson more effectively is remembering what she does. She sets traps. You need to use your traps, especially in places where you know that the enemy will come through, like portals, doorways, even open plain if it's a choke point. Remember to always set your traps and always put down your trophy whenever you're in a fight. The third point I want to make is there are multiple ways to set a trap. Most people, when they set a trap, they set a very obvious trap. They run away from the enemy and then they set it right in front of their face, or they set it where the enemy can see. The smart way to use a trap, especially if you're solo, is go engage the enemies first and make sure they're chasing you. And then, as they're chasing you, you need to give them a very limited amount of time to think. So you need to be able to set your traps very quickly. What you need to do is, instead of setting traps right in front of their face, you need to break line of sight first. Once you break line of sight, and you know that they're following you close behind, you set your trap, and you wait. As soon as they cross your fence, they're an easy kill. The only way that they're not is if you get pushed on multiple angles by multiple enemies. And even then, as long as you always make sure to set traps behind you and around you and all the entry points, then you should be fine. The fourth step is to always fight your own fight. Fight your plan. Don't fight the enemy's plan. Don't fall to their strategy. If that makes sense. What you need to do is, if you have the time to set the battlefield, to set up the situation, you need to do it. You know, if you know that the enemy is pushing you, like let's say you're on a roof, and you see that they're pushing you, or you hear them underneath you, you need to make sure that you set the battlefield and fight to your advantage. Never fight your enemy's fight, and never fight to your enemy's advantage. If your enemy has the advantage, even if it's a slight one, you should leave the fight and rethink your positioning. I'll tell you a quote that helps me a lot in these situations. I don't know who first said this quote. I didn't make it up, but I want you all to know it. The only person who can beat you is yourself. And the only person who can defeat your enemy is your enemy. Wait until your enemy makes a mistake and then capitalize. By this, I mean wait until they overexpose themselves, or they push too far, or they make a rookie mistake. It happens all the time in this game. Even pro players, you know, they'll get caught up in the moment, they'll lose sight of the objective, and they'll push when they shouldn't, or they'll put themselves in a terrible situation. What you need to do is wait until your enemy puts themselves at a disadvantage. It will happen 100%. You just need to be patient. In order to use Wattson, you have to be patient. If you're not patient, you should just use another character, because it's not going to work out. There's no way that you're going to get anywhere using Wattson if you overexpose yourself, you put yourself at a disadvantage, and you just push. It's not going to work. You need to be smart and use your head and play to your character's strengths. Step number 5, don't lose sight of the objective. Before each and every game, you have to ask yourself the question, what type of game do I want? Am I trying to win this game, or am I trying to get high kills? You can do both, but it's difficult, especially with Wattson. If you're trying to win the game, then you have to play more cautiously. You can't overexpose yourself. Sometimes, you know, you have to overexpose yourself to wipe out the team, or if you want all the kills, or, you know, if you want to get 4K, you have to. But if you want to win the game, and you want to make sure that you win the game, you need to be cautious. If somebody takes more than, you know, 40 damage on you, no matter if you have gold shield or whatever, you need to push back and heal. You can't keep pushing. It's not going to work. Alright, now let's say you don't care about the win. Let's say that your only objective for this game is to get high kills and high damage. Let's say that you just want to land in a high populated area and kill everybody. This is how you do it, alright? First things first, you need to make sure your back is covered. You need to make sure you put a fence behind you, to your left, to your right, whatever situation you're in. Make sure your back is covered. Do not rely on your teammates. Don't ask your teammates, hey, cover me. Hey, do this, do that. Because at the end of the day, you're responsible for your own life. Alright? Just like your teammates are responsible for their own lives. Do not rely on them, and then when they eventually let you down, don't rage, don't say, hey, you were supposed to cover me, you were supposed to do this and that. At the end of the day, you as a Wattson main, or as a Wattson user, you were supposed to watch your back. You were supposed to watch your team's back. You were the one that failed. Don't get mad at your teammates for not covering you or not listening. Your teammates don't have to listen to what you say. Alright? Your teammates don't have to... They could have mute you in the beginning of the game for all you know. Don't rage at them. Don't get mad at them. Because at the end of the day, if you die, it's your own fault. In this game, everybody has their own part to play. Everybody has a role. All you need to focus on is playing your part and playing your role to the best of your ability. If your teammates let you down because they're not playing their part, it's fine. Just pick up the slack, move on, and get over it. Just do it. The only way to win, the only way to, even in real life, to survive in a terrible situation is not to complain about the situation. You know, oh man, you know, I'm so unlucky, this and that, my teammate this, you know. Instead of complaining, think of a solution, think of a strategy. That is the only way, even in the real world, to survive and keep going in a tough situation. Now, there are going to be times in which you firmly believe that there's nothing that you can do, that you're about to die, that no matter what happens, there's no way. Let's say that there are 5 squads all fighting you, and you feel there's definitely no way. I have 10 people shooting at me from 5 different directions. But in those moments, instead of getting overwhelmed by the situation, instead of believing or saying to yourself, there's nothing that I can do, those are the moments that you need to pull through the most. Those are the moments that you need to not give up, to not lose hope. Because at the end of the day, there's been many situations in which I should have died, in which there's no way out of the situation. Everybody in the lobby was on me, trying to kill me. In those situations, as long as you keep believing and you're still alive, because at the end of the day, if you're still alive, there's always something that you can do. Always.
We're all inside the ring.
I hope you all enjoyed the video. I tried my hardest on it. If you liked it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you didn't like it, still like, comment, and subscribe. Just tell me what I could do better. You know, I don't care about the criticism. Let me know. You know, any feedback is feedback to me. So, see you on the next one. It's your boy Rap, signing out.